between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Kicker Brian Johnson out there to get us started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground. Hall. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This defense for the Broncos, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Wilson. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
The Jets had 10 and 3 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Getting the stop defensively, Delarian Turner yelled.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the 1st, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play action. Now Wilson. Man open, here is Jones. There he goes, left side. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now Wilson on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this one too low.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Again, Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Johnson. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 58 yards.
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Javonte Williams with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Play action. It's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, Wilson.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They go play action now. Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there. Oh, the option to give to Williams here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Julio Jones. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Succop's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Johnson to return it.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The free safety roam.
Line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Here's Wilson.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Let's go now. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bronco score.
K.J. Hamler,
62 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. Extra point try now for Suckup. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he's got room.
63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
As a jet sweep, Wilson with a little pop pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
Throw left side complete. That's Jones. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing again here, Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here we go.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Charlie.
Here's Wilson to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now it's Wilson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because